Good morning, I'm John. Today is Thursday, January 19th, 2023. This is my regular daily stand-up vlog, kind of documenting my progress of making content creation a sustainable replacement for my job I lost a few months ago. And it's time for the update. Let's start with yesterday. I did what I said I was going to do yesterday. Hooray! I created and published the kind of editorial video I talked about, continuing the news cycle story that did so well. I will throw a link up in the corner if you didn't get to see it and check it out. It had kind of a modest start. It did well, but modest. I was honestly, when I went to bed, a little disappointed with it. It had done maybe 600 or 700 views in only I went to bed about 5 or 6 hours. 100 views an hour. Okay, I mean that's good for 3 months ago, John. That's not good for today, John. I'm looking for thousands of views because we've got to amp it up, right? However, I woke up this morning and now it's just a few hours later, overnight, over 2,000 views. So this thing is climbing, it's doing well. Not as well as the original news story, of course, but this clearly caught onto a ripple riding out from the splash that was the big story. So that tells me that now I have another avenue that can work, right? So I can cover news stories that relate to our audience or to my interest or my aptitudes, which I did. I can continue to cover those with more updates a few days after it. And then I can do editorials on the tail end of that. So if there is a story substantially large enough that comes along for me to latch onto, I can ride that for, a week or two, a week or so, depending on, the size of the story. This was a particularly large one. So I'm going to put that in the W column. I think that video is still performing well this morning, actually. And on the heels of it, more subscribers came rolling in. So let's talk a little bit about subscribers. I've been waffling back and forth. I think it was maybe just a day or two ago that I said I'm really bullish on, making, was it 19,000 subscribers by the end of January. And yesterday I was depressed all day going, that's never going to happen because they were just trickling in. Then they kind of ramped up in the end of the evening. We're averaging now about 20 subscribers a day. And that's exactly the pace we need to be on to hit this, what might be an unrealistic goal. But however, we have about 12 days left in January of 2023, toward the end of the month. To hit 19,000 by the end of this month, we need to stay on pace for about 20 subscribers a day. Because even right now, we're at over 18,700. We're almost halfway to 18,800. I think 18,740, 18,750. I'll put it up in the corner. I'll grab a snapshot and show you. But we're on pace 20 a day. And again, it's not all about the subscribers. Views bring subscribers in, but those subscribers are a really good benchmark and barometer of where we're going. So I'm going to keep trying to push to make the end of January goal happen. If you have anything within your power to help make that happen, I endorse and encourage your suggestions or your shares or your pestering of friends or social groups that you might be able to tell we exist. That would be much appreciated. Or share one of our videos or news stories. The same thing that everybody on YouTube begs you for. I'm just mentioning if you want to help with that goal, it would be super, super duper appreciated. Okay, that was yesterday. Talked about status of today. Now on to today. The goal today, I have tomorrow evening is podcast recording. So I need to do some prep, a little bit of writing. I need to stack some stuff and some stories, do a little research on the backtrack topic, and prepare for that. I know that Mo and George are both doing that in parallel. So we're ready tomorrow afternoon to record. Today I'll begin work on some more, on the next long form video. I have to decide what it's going to be, prep it, and my intent is to have it ready to go out tomorrow. So kind of getting in a cadence of a long form every other day during the week, kind of a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Though that's not in stone, it's kind of shaping up that way because of how things are kind of working. But yeah, I don't know that there's another editorial bite that I can take right now. So I'll probably lean back in and probably look for a product review that I can do. There are several that I could do that I'm thinking about doing that I had on the agenda that I didn't get to. So targeting that for today to shoot and edit and finish editing to publish tomorrow. That's my intent. And I'll tell you real quickly before I leave, I won't go into the huge details, but I was just sharing with my wife when I got up this morning that I had a crazy nightmare that I won't go to all the details of the nightmare and bore you, but it was very vivid, and I'm remembering it still very well right now, as I often forget. But it plays into my my tendency to over prepare and overpack when I travel and that kind of thing. I was on a business trip, and I realized I didn't have my tablet, then I realized I didn't have my backpack, and then I couldn't get my luggage, and I got there and think I didn't have the right clothes, all these crazy things in this dream. But the whole thing was terrifying, not because I was in peril, but because I was ill prepared, or didn't have the right thing to wear, or didn't have the right equipment with me to do the things I needed to do. And I think that I think that speaks back to my tendency, as I said, to overplan and over-prepare, because I never like feeling unprepared or awkward. And this dream was like this tailor-made dream by my brain to go, what's the thing you're most terrified? No, not snakes, not clowns, not heights. Being unprepared. so it occurred to me that nagging in the back of my head right now on this journey that I don't know how it's going to end, it is that same fear of like, maybe I'm a little unprepared for either, finding the right thing or figuring out the right avenue or angle, or, unprepared for success if it happens. I don't know. I don't know if that happens. But anyway, it all kind of blurred together this morning as the dream was fading a little bit, and I was, recounting it to my wife. And it occurred to me that that lack of preparedness, or that fear of not being ready or prepared, or just have the right tools for the right situation has always been, it's been my big kryptonite, my phobia. And the way it manifested and woke me up in a sweat at 5 o'clock in the morning, and So, just interesting, funny story to share with you. Okay, I think that's enough time for me to get busy on this Thursday. Then thank you so much for stopping in to check out today's vlog. If you're here every day, you know that I love you. Thank you for being part of my support group and helping to keep me motivated and going. Please take excellent care of yourself today. Do something good for yourself, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.